video. Alright, so we're back. This is Barry Sanders career highlights. So we're probably gonna see maybe a few of that one video we just watched, but it's probably gonna have other ones in it. You know what I'm saying? Like other things. Like spin. Bro, that spin.
Oh my god.
It still has me tripping. We ain't even gonna talk about it. Anyways, it still has me tripping.
It's probably gonna be more. It has to be more because that was when he spun. Whether you were mid tackle or whether you were running towards him, like that spin would leave you way over there, and him with open field.
Bro, when dude tossed him the ball, it was like someone just hit like the B button in Madden, and he just it was instant, like. Alright, we're gonna get right ahead and jump on in this mug, alright? And here we go.
The first possession for Detroit.
Super spin already. Ultra cut.
Cut on that dude, bro.
That was like a super narrow angle.
In it again in motion.
What makes it seem so bad is he's by himself, but he makes it look easy. But there's an entire team trying to kill him. Like,
bro, the entire team.
Nah, man, yeah, we seen that one.
How long do you think it's going to take for Barry to pick up another 100-yard game? Could it be here? Yes! And a lot more!
Pulling away.
That one dude had the angle on him.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
Yeah. He's like, I gotta get ahead of him. You're not gonna get ahead.
Bro, the ref was like, I hate when he runs.
Oh my god. I can't catch him. Fall.
Look at them old.
Nah, man.
Who, is that the Buccaneers?
Buccaneers.
He goes through the hole, bro.
Every time.
He cares not.
Every time. Yeah.
Jim Brandstatter, Lions have the ball at their 19-yard line. And Barry gets the
boom. Watch out, Mike. Watch a little bit.
30, 35,
no. He was like, get off of me. Oh, turn him around. You're not gonna, no. And he can look. And he can look.
He's looking.
He can turn all the way around.
He's looking to see who's around.
To anybody who runs, you know, turning around slows you down exceptionally. With a helmet on, super drag.
Oh,
whether you running drag or whether you running the ball, you look. If you have time to look and not get caught, you fast as hell. But he was smart though, because he was always checking both sides.
Both sides.
Usually, when people run, they look forward because they're not fast enough to be able to do that, and somebody catch them off guard. Oh no! God,
dipping.
It's like you not catching me.
Dipping.
You not. And you know what? I'm gonna just hand this ball to the. I would have every touchdown. If I made it all the way to that back wall, I would just hand the ball to the fans. Like, look, he got a blocker keeping up with him now.
Oh, they had to hire somebody.
Yeah, it was like, no, everybody's too slow. Thank you.
Look, he pointing at him. Good job, bro.
Yeah, you got them two off me, and I did the rest. Thank you. He said, now I got help. There you go. Move. Dang, you can tell how old this was. It got blurry. Right. Cut. Bounce.
A crowd.
Bounce.
Everybody.
Still over there. Everybody's still over there.
Old dude he just fell down. He was like, man, I'm done.
They probably still think he on that dog pile. Yeah, we finally stopped him. And look up, he over there. What the hell? Anime style. You sorry, you're not.
And you see how when he would look, if he had multiple defenders, he would move over so one defender would get in the other defender's, the other tackler's way.
Oh yeah. No, they showed us some too. Yeah, still worth watching though. Uncontested. He's like, come on, kids. No, I'm gonna stop trying. You stop trying to. Everybody. Dang. They made more commentators like that. Everybody all soft now. Oh, that was a really good run. No, you never had a chance.
Never had one.
He making y'all look stupid. Back in the day, they used to give real commentary. Now everybody's all soft. God.
Dip. Turned him around.
He came at a complete stop and didn't slow down. That doesn't even make sense.
He turned him around twice.
Move. Sorry. Nope. Whoo, my.
Over.
God.
Over. Cut on, bro.
You're not catching me.
Cut.
That's how it was. Now I was running, baby.
Look out, he's to the 30, to the 20,
Dang.
to the 10. He is in for a touchdown.
Man,
It's like watching a piece of. It's like looking at art.
oh my.
It's like looking at art.
Nope.
Get off him.
Nope.
Get off him.
Oh, there we go. And it's touchdown.
What a run by Barry Sanders.
The mother was like, "We gonna stop you." I mean, you in the end zone.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you stop him. You're in the end zone. Nope. Look at him looking. Oh, you coming up?
Yeah. I'm gonna slowly go towards the sideline. See, y'all
Looking,
running
bro.
to each other.
He knew where
Kramer.
his defenders
All the closest
were.
people were. Yeah. You're not getting pissed. Oh, really? Just you?
Barry Sanders with a move that Mikhail Baryshnikov couldn't make.
Dang. Dude.
Man, I would almost be the one to be like, nice try, man, to the closest defender to me. Like, while I'm in the end zone, like, nice try, man. Hand him the ball. Unsportsmanlike. I mean, I was like congratulating him, man. He got close. He got really close.
Hey, I remember it was Thanksgiving that was playing. And I remember real talk. This is real talk. I was watching Detroit when I was playing. I was watching Barry. And this dude caught him. And the announcers congratulated that guy for catching him. Like, they gave him a congratulations for catching Barry. Like, I bet you that dude probably got a bonus after that game.
For real.
Oh, man.
It was like automatic MVP.
That's one of the biggest moments I remember about him was hearing that announcer congratulate someone for catching Barry Sanders. I laughed so hard. I was like, that's pretty sad. In the game.
I mean, the fact that they like gave it that much attention. One, it was deserving of it, but two, like it literally was one of the things you just didn't do. Like you didn't see, even on the both of the highlights we just seen.
You didn't see.
There were two people that came close, but they were cutting from across.
Mm-hmm. They cut across the field,
and didn't even really catch it because he still got the touchdown. So I mean, like you were closing in, but you were probably further backfield.
Dang, man! Like I said, man, I'm gonna be bringing up some of these more highlights, more stuff like that. Just stuff I grew up watching,
And then even with basketball, we could give other people.
Oh yeah,
that's
that's way too many.
Because
and to be honest with you, talent wise, 90s, early 2000s, I believe the industry was just brimming with talent.
It was overflowing. Like the way it is now versus the way it is what was back then. Like it meant something when people was breaking records. Like now, the teams you break records against, you're already beaten by like 50 points, by like 80 points. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really like a competition.
Yeah,
it's just like how much can we beat you by? It
was brimming with talent, bro. Like there was so many contending teams at one point, but then you do have you have your eras in every generation.
Yeah.
We had the Cowboy era. Like this was the Cowboy Nation almost at one point. The Cowboys was killing it. The Bulls was killing it at that time. But they always had them contenders who would come back, like the Utah Jazz. And Stockton. They would come back repeatedly and and you had contending teams.
There were rivalries. They gave you room for your money, and then there was the team that was that there were rivalries, and then there was the teams that gave you a run for your money.
Yeah,
like when you were on top, everybody was gunning for you. You know, whether it was the playoffs or not. In basketball, like, everybody was like, okay, y'all won last year. We need to take y'all out now. If we beat y'all now, then that's going to say a lot more for us even later. Like, even if we don't make it, we beat y'all. And y'all beat everybody last year. You know, like, they were... It meant a lot more because the competition was so fierce that it wasn't just like, oh, well, we're just going to run through everybody until the playoffs.
It was some like, clutch games, too.
Yeah.
There were so many clutch games.
Oh, yeah, there were several overtimes, double overtimes, triple overtimes.
You like, and the buzzer beaters.
And you'll see, like, oh, my God, who's going to take it? It ain't like, you know, you 30 points ahead in the second quarter, and y'all just playing with them now. Everybody's practicing their different dunks.
I think that's why, like, this last Super Bowl was so loved and hated because that was I'm a Patriots fan. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Massachusetts, so by default, I always rode with the Patriots, even when they sucked. I mean, bad when no one even knew these niggas' names. Who's the other team that playing? Oh, the Patriots playing. Okay, well, I hope they win. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. Well, I hope they win. Didn't happen, but then when it started happening,
it's like, shoot, that's my team.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all finally doing what you're supposed to. I know I stuck beside you for this long for something.
Yeah, I mean, by default, it was Celtics and Patriots, you know, just by default. And I didn't even like Paul Pierce, but still, Celtics playing, I hope they win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they get it. Hope they make it to the championships. But this last Super Bowl, nigga, you had 28-3. So for them to come back like that, because everybody thought the game was over.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, this is over. When I saw the score, you know, I didn't get to watch it. You know, I was sitting here just checking the score online. I'm like, dang, Patriots ain't gonna pull it out this year either. Oh well, maybe next year. You know, they're a top contending team now, so it's just, you know, I don't trip. But then I started seeing them points come up every time I'm like,
check, huh?
They going into overtime. I'm like, what?
What?
They won this. I'm like, oh, what? I said, that is crazy. And I think people really enjoy those clutch moments in sporting events. Because, you know, it gets you amped, it gets you blood pumping, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what to expect.
Edge of your seat, adrenaline rush.
Yeah, small mistake.
Any mistake and capitalizing on anything that either was a mistake or wasn't enough.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't pressure them enough and then they get some space and throw deep on you, or if you don't, or if you pressure too much and you miss, you know, or you know, whatever. Or they fumble, they drop it, they whatever. It's like, oh, capitalize on that mistake. Or you throw short, interception, throw too far, push the downs down or push them. Like, everything at that point, every little thing matters. Whether you do exactly what you were supposed to do perfectly and get that touchdown or get that tackle, or you do everything except this one thing and then they capitalize on it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
people enjoy clutch moments, man.
Got to,
man.
yeah. It has to be close, otherwise there's no wonder. There's no build of anticipation. It's like, oh, who's gonna take it? It's like, oh, well, y'all getting blown out. So I mean,
and I always remember people love an underdog because most people are underdogs in their life. So so all the hate and stuff that the Patriots get and stuff now it's expected simply because any team that wins so much and so often. Therefore, that's boring. They've won enough. That we're sick of that. You know what I'm saying? So let's root for the underdog. Because
unless they look good winning. Like, if you're winning all the time, but everybody gets to play, there's a lot of teamwork and they just like, you know, three people, you know, just passing around, you know, ball hogging, or, you know, in football, if it ain't just like, you know, a couple of people, you know, running and receiving, like, then it's decent.
I don't know, man. I've gotten to this point to where I just think it's set up that way now. I think the mentality of people, and I say this because, you know, real quick, and then, you know, we'll end the vid, but I remember back when we used to watch sports-related movies.
Yeah.
the main team was going to win.
Always.
Always.
Except Coach Carter.
Okay? That's what be based off true story, so.
Well, yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
But I mean, in situations like Mighty Ducks,
Oh, of course.
they won. You know what I'm saying?
And they always start off where it's either a close game or they losing bad.
The only movie I can remember where they didn't win, but it was also based off a true story, was Cool Runnings.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up in our time. But most of the time, your team, your main protagonist team, would win. They would win the championship. They would win whatever it was, no matter what type of movie. They were going to win the big game.
Mm-hmm.
Coming into the 2000s, I started noticing a lot of change in that, to where people were getting second place. People were getting beaten in tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like they were breeding this losing mentality, or maybe next time mentality.
Or, you did your best, so that's all that matters.
Bingo. Giving out trophies for participating.
Yeah.
They start breeding that type of mentality, and it threw me. I didn't catch it until it was like my fourth movie. And I remember the fourth movie I watched was Roll Bounce.
Yeah. I was mad.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, what would you even try a move that you haven't even perfected just to try to get a win? But
that's what I'm saying. I watched Roll Bounce. I saw that. I said, okay, nah, something's up. This is the fourth movie I've seen where the main person ain't winning. And then I start seeing it more and more and more and more. And then I start seeing, because see, in the 90s, the Bulls was loved. Of course, they had some people who didn't like them, but overall, they were loved. They were loved winners.
The people that didn't like them were the people that they kept destroying their teams.
Right.
They didn't. It wasn't that they had a legitimate reason to not like them. They were just like, okay, well, every time my team comes up, you make them look stupid. I don't like y'all. Any like a fan that's true to the definition of the word, a fanatic, will not like any team that beats their team.
Right. But think about it. Overall, sitting on the playground, talking about the Bulls.
All day.
Overall, people love
overall, at least a good,
70. I say 70%. I say 70% total. Overall, love.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Cowboys. People have their particular teams that they love,
but they love the Cowboys also.
But they love the Cowboys also.
So when the Cowboys played their team
4 or 5 times, they were gonna root for them.
Right.
But that's because we had a different mentality at that time. Once you start breeding a losing mentality, then once you become the winner, once you become on top, people start having an issue with it.
That, and while that was being bred, the byproduct of that was that hate mentality.
Yep.
The scar, the I'm the second banana, I know
we're first responders.
The number one dude or the whatever, the number one team or the number one whatever, that came up along with hating the winner, because those two went hand in hand almost.
Yeah.
The losing mentality and the hate mentality are very similar, or they're two sides of the same coin.
And that's what you basically get, because I seen it happen with, like, at first, like the Lakers coming into the 2000s. They were that team.
Yeah.
And then you start seeing that hate starting to get bred in, and
on top of trying to put everybody's personal life, like in the beginning of the 2000s, everybody's personal life was an issue. Oh well, Kobe's amazing, but didn't he rape that chick?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, no, it's not rape because she came over at 2 a.m. with no drawers on. Oh well, it shouldn't have happened because he's in the public. He's still a person. It don't matter. Does he hoop?
Bro,
is he good? Did he beat Jordan's record? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's when you start seeing it. And then when the White Sox was winning a lot, I started seeing it more and more. And I'm like,
I think they all that.
I'm like, why is everybody so mad that some people are winning? Then as I got older, I started figuring out why. Because most people in their lives are losing. They're losing at something.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? People look at sports people like, oh, all he does is play basketball, or all he does is play baseball or football, blah, blah, blah. and he gets paid all this money and yada yada yada.
Meanwhile, I'm struggling with a real job, and that's the thing, a real job. Everything that's not conventional to the average person is not real, or something that you can't like put in a box. Oh well, did you have a degree for basketballology?
Here's the thing: if you can't go run them wind sprints, okay, run them suicides.
Oh, it's a job.
It's a job.
It's a job.
As someone
it ain't just
basketball in high
dribble, shoot. We win, we lose, we make money. No, if you start losing, you start missing money. If you don't practice,
when you don't practice,
they'll run through you.
Bingo. That's what I'm saying. It's a job.
You're even if you have a freaking 10-year, $1 billion contract, you keep missing practice and you keep missing shots, they're gonna renegotiate that mess real quick. 6 months into it, like, oh well.
It's a job, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely a job.
And people don't get that because it's not their job.
It's not conventional. It's not. They're not punching in a clock or swiping your little card, your little punch card.
Doing all this different type of stuff because their joints is going out and all this other different type of stuff. And that ain't no job. I got tendonitis in my fingers from typing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but somebody who doesn't type for a living is like, you do it on a regular basis. You got weak fingers. Why you got carpal tunnel? You do this on a regular basis.
And I just want to throw that up there because I remember start catching that and what was happening. So that's why now it doesn't even matter. Like I said in the post on Facebook, Golden State is going to be the team that's going to be our generation Bulls. Lakers.
The thing about it is everybody's already getting their love-hate going on.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh man, they're amazing.
Nigga, no one cared about Golden State Warriors until them niggas would start having a perfect season.
Oh yeah.
When they kept winning.
And they came up in the background, it's like, oh okay, they won one. That's cool. Okay, they won the first three. Okay, that's cool. You're not gonna lose eventually, so whatever. Watch my team. And they just coming up. Wait a minute, what the hell? What is
that's
this?
What I'm saying.
It's the tortoise in the hair. They just
Warriors fans.
They took it one at a time.
Was keeping up.
Yeah.
When they came out of the shadows, perfect score. I mean, busting shots on people. Everyone's like, what? Huh? What?
And even now, because they work so hard, like Curry could have a terrible game and they still say he never misses. Mm-hmm. After on the very next game where he gets back hot again, he never misses. And there's somebody who hating be like, oh, never misses on this game. He was 3%. And show all the even the best miss, but like when you have such a consistent record of even, despite fouls, despite the distance, despite how many people guarding you, that you still can make it, you get put in that never miss category. You would literally have to miss every shot for the whole season to like get removed out of that never miss category once you get in there.
It's crazy, man. It's just, like I said, love, hate, man. That's going to do it for this video, though. You know what I'm saying? We can talk sports for a long time.
Yeah.
For a long time.
4-minute video. 25 minutes.
30 minutes. So, you see these? I'm Nixon, Phil.
Peace.
And we out.